Welcome to Slooh This Week on February 26th, 2024. Coming up, what's new at Slooh? What's up this week? Our student spotlight and top tips in how to use Slooh. What's new at Slooh? You'll see on the dashboard that we're planning our live coverage of the most spectacular celestial event of 2024, the Great American Total Solar Eclipse on April 8th. Now, educators can register for our series of professional development webinars in March, where we'll teach you how to teach the eclipse to your students. And if you attend both sessions, you'll earn an 8-hour continuing education unit certificate. For those of you new to Slooh, click the little calendar icon in the top nav bar and you'll see the next webinar you can join. Each week we highlight some great quests to start. In last week's episode, we showcased some of the observations students have been sharing of the extraordinary solar activity we've witnessed in Slooh's solar telescope recently. So this week, we're recommending 3 of our solar quests. All 3 are similar, so I'm not going to show them all, but they are suited to different grade levels. In each, you'll track and learn about solar features such as active regions, filaments, prominences as they cross the face of the sun. Our dynamic star is the easiest quest, where you'll need to capture 2 images of the sun separated by 2 days. Our radiant star steps it up a level, where you'll capture images over 3 consecutive days. You'll need to capture images throughout the week for the Owl Rotating Star quest, but the effort will be worthwhile because instead of a quest poster, you'll create a stunning time-lapse animation at the end of the quest showing the sun's rotation. An easy way to find these 3 quests is searching quest for star, and you'll see them in the second row. Let's take a quick look at what's up this week and some of your best observing opportunities. We'll start with the moon, which will spend most of this week as a waning gibbous moon. It enters its last quarter moon phase at the weekend, so don't miss the opportunity to capture it if you're doing one of the lunar phase quests. What about the planets this week? Well, the only 2 visible this week are the gas giant Jupiter and ice giant Uranus. All the others are too close to the sun to observe. How about deep sky objects? Well, the moon rises in the second half of the night, so you can schedule fainter objects like galaxies and nebulae before it rises, but make sure you stick to brighter objects like stars and star clusters when the moon is above the horizon. Prompted by a question asked by Kai from UNH when they shared this observation of the Cat's Paw Nebula on February 19th, this week's student spotlight is going to be a colourful one. Kai wrote, "I've been having a blast observing nebula, but I seem to keep photographing red nebula. Will someone please explain to me what makes these nebula red versus any other colour?" I was going to make the same suggestion as Lee. You can learn about the different colours we see in nebula in one of my favourite quests, the Nifty Nebula quest. Elementary students can learn about it in the Space Clouds quest. We can see a whole range of colours in this peculiar object that Fiona from Wallingford School shared. It's of the Crab Nebula. It's actually a supernova remnant created when a supermassive star ended its life in a cataclysmic explosion. And we see a different colour range in Ved's image he shared on February 14th from Bangor High School. Look carefully and you'll see how the lower part of the Lagoon Nebula is red, but there's also a fainter bluish nebula above. This is because they're 2 different types of nebula, both of which you'll learn about in the Nifty Nebula and Space Clouds quests. We recommended 3 solar quests this week, but if you're new to Slooh, you may not know how to capture images of the sun using Slooh's Canary Islands Solar Telescope, as it works a little differently to the nighttime telescopes. You can't schedule missions using the solar telescope. You need to capture your images of the sun directly from the live video feed. The solar telescope is online during weekdays from around 5 AM to 1 PM Eastern Time, depending on the time of year. So log in early, and when you see the Canary 5 telescope appear on the dashboard, click the button to watch some spectacular live views of our local star, the sun. To capture images, simply click the camera icon above the live view and your images are saved to your Photos area and will be available for you to select in your solar quest. If you want to learn more about this extraordinary telescope, click the search icon in the top navigation bar, select the Canary Islands Observatory and then the Canary 5 telescope. That wraps it up for this week. Until next time, clear skies everyone.